Start us off, Jack.
What is going on, everybody? This is the first podcast here in our new shop, and it's kicking off season 3, right?
Yeah, season 3 is starting off with a major band from our hometown, Battle Creek.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Coming in with the, 20,000 streams.
Not even close.
No, but all seriousness. Wow.
We're here with Modern Adventures, at least 3 of the 4, and we got Caleb, Tim, and Andrew.
Poor Brandon's at school. Hi, Brandon.
And so today we're going to take a little deep dive into their history and ask some tough questions.
All right. So let's start with Caleb, since he's the first one. Let's give us a little bit of a background about you, age, where you're from, yada, yada, yada.
All right. I'm 21. I grew up in Battle Creek, lived in Battle Creek my whole life. I graduated from Harper Creek High School in 2016. That's about it.
Had one of the best times in football because of me.
Oh, yeah. Tristan was a beast. Straight up slayer.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. So is that it? Is that all
That's
you got?
it, yeah.
All right. Tim, what about you?
I am 23, also a Battle Creek native. I went to Penfield, graduated in 2014. I play the drums.
Yeah, Caleb, what do you do?
I play guitar and sing.
And that's about it.
Sweet. Andrew?
I'm 23. I went to Lakeview. I grew up here. I play guitar in the band. I don't sing. Terrible singer. Never.
Horrible.
It's true. I used to, and then I realized I was garbage, so no. Anyway, yeah. I was the hit dummy in football in 7th grade, and that's why I didn't play in 8th grade. So I was too tall. The knees were the target for sure. So that's why I blame my bad knee. It's not even that bad. Anyway, yeah, that's about it.
Love you, Ron.
All right, tell us about Brandon, since he's not here.
Brandon also went to Lakeview with me. He's 22.
Yeah, 22.
He's 22. We actually played tennis together, so that's his thing. He's a tennis player. He's up at Ferris right now at school, learning to be a mechanical engineer or something. He's a smart boy.
Like that, yeah.
He plays bass in the band. Yeah, that's Brandon.
Awesome. How did Modern Adventures become a band?
So the 3 of us were rooming in a house together in Urbandale for a while, and we all were playing music together for a couple of years before that. And then Andrew, one day, this is at least what I can remember, texted all of us and was like, "Hey, I want to start a band."
I remember that, actually. You're right.
And it's been history ever since.
So what year was that?
What was that 18? 2017? 2017.
Andrew, we're going to need you to talk on the mic.
Yeah.
Sorry about him, guys. Sorry about him.
So 17, so 3 years ago? Yeah.
That's about right.
All right, so 3 years ago, you guys were living together, and you had this idea to start a band. So how did you start the process of, starting a band?
Well, I'm going to let my guy Tim handle that one.
So I had my drums set up in the house. We had like a spare room that we just set up, used kind of like a band room, where we would all practice individually. And we just sat down, and we've been playing together at church for years up to that point. So we were all already comfortable with each other and how we play and things like that. So we just started working out some ideas and came up with a couple songs.
Blossomed into our masterpieces. That's the word I'm looking for.
So what were those first couple songs like? Are those out?
So the first song we ever wrote together is probably our most popular one, which is kind of crazy.
Can I call you?
That's it. My friend, he answered it. You got it. A-okay. Yeah, Can I Call You was the first song we ever wrote. And since then, we've had a lot of good songs that we've written, but also a lot of kind of songs that
Not so great songs.
we don't really
That
talk
we
about.
thought were good at the time.
Yeah, we don't really talk about them.
No, you just hide them, keep them locked up.
Yeah,
let
we've got a
anyone
few
listen.
of those, but
So, what is your guys' favorite song to play?
I'll let Andrew answer his. We're gonna go individually on that one because they're all different.
Probably recently, I've enjoyed playing Sorceress the most.
Yes.
It's good, folks. It's good.
So as far as like guitar playing wise, but I think the most fun energy in at shows because people go wild. Lately, Under the Weather, it's been going. That's the one that just came out recently. That's the one that people go wild with, and it's just so fun because it's so simple, but it's awesome. It's a great time.
My favorite is also Sorceress because I wrote that song for my wife,
Yeah.
Yay.
Represent Katie.
and it's super fun. We have some new ones though that we're writing right now that are both really fun to play. That might take the cake once those come out.
Yeah. Those ones though, nobody's ever heard them. It's gonna be a while. We're not gonna play them at shows until they're like released. So my favorite one right now, that's a tough one because I like them all, but. The one that I go ham on, the one that I, let my man bun out,
Yes.
if applicable. Under the Weather probably is where
All
I
right.
get it.
So 2 of you said Under the Weather. Let's talk a little bit about it since it just came out.
Yeah.
Give us the lowdown on it.
Well, it came out on Friday, so that was the 21st of February. So today is what, Monday? So it's been three days?
Yeah.
3 days. We just today passed 1,000 streams already on Spotify.
Half of them are mine. Confession.
Other half are mine.
Thanks, guys.
No one else has listened to the song. It's just been us.
But yeah, that one we've
That's
had
just
in
on
our back
Spotify,
pocket
right?
for a while. What was that?
That's just on Spotify, right?
So Spotify, it's out everywhere. It's
on Apple Music, too.
It
That's where I
Apple
downloaded
Music.
it.
You can listen to it on Spotify, Amazon Music, Google
YouTube.
Play, YouTube. Yeah, all that kind of good stuff. SoundCloud for all you rappers out there. I like rap. I like listening to rap on SoundCloud. But anyway, yeah. So came out on that Friday. Past 1,000 streams. That's one that we've had in our back pocket for a while, though. We've had that recorded. How long have we had that song recorded?
Like 6-7 months.
Yeah, probably like 6-7
wow.
months. We've had that recorded, ready to release, but we've kind of just sat on it for a little bit.
You guys played it at shows too, right?
Oh yeah, we've been playing that show since we wrote it.
It was a fan favorite that we
Yeah.
weren't sure if we were going to record, and we talked to our producer, and he was like, "Yeah, you need to record this
Yeah.
song." And we're glad that we did because
We
once we
didn't even,
recorded it, we were like, "Yeah, this sounds amazing."
We didn't even show him like a reference track or anything. He was like, "How's the chorus go?" We, sang him a little bit of the chorus. He was like, "Guys, that needs to be a song."
Yo, the
Jake,
last-
we call him the Wizard, right, Andrew?
Called him the Wizard since day one. Every time we record, still the Wizard.
Yeah, he's a great guy. I love that guy. Represent Jake Rye.
So,
You had something.
I had something.
gone.
Forgot.
All right. So, what was your first show? Where was it? How many people were there? Was it lit?
Oh, it's always lit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
go ahead.
it was February. I remember the day. It was February 21st.
Oh,
I think
The major flood.
the major flood. Yeah, when we
right.
we had to
Wait,
be there
what
at
year?
like 5 and we got
Thousands
there
of
at
people
6.
died. No, I'm just kidding.
No, we had to be there like.
Was that the flood?
It was
I think
the
that was the headline. I think that was the first.
The flood was our headline.
Was it?
Yes.
Oh, I can't remember.
all right. So February 21st of what year?
18.
18. Yes.
So
Yeah.
2 years ago, 2 days ago was your first show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
That's
Yeah.
pretty sweet because you guys had a show.
So we had a show on the 21st. That was at Max Bar in Lansing, which was a lot of fun. Tristan was there.
I was there.
Tristan was there. Okay. It's okay.
I missed it.
It was a good time.
And then we had another show, the Cue the Creek, which was an awesome event. Shout out to Jeremy Andrews for having us out for that one. But yeah, that was a lot of fun. So I didn't even think that was our first show 2 years ago. It's crazy.
So let's look at this from, I guess, your first show to the latest shows. How much have you guys evolved and changed?
Oh, the first thing I'm gonna say, this nerd over here.
Hey, and Brandon too. Me and him, we were so nervous we didn't move at all. So
yeah, those guys. I mean, I think I've come out of my shell a lot too. But our first show, like, I swear we did not move out of a little box.
See, Tim's got it easy because he's just.
Oh yeah,
on the
Tim's
drums,
back
so
there. He's getting it the whole
naturally
time.
I don't have to move, so that's because I
He
can't.
got the long hair. And
That's all I need.
But yeah, I think we've evolved a lot as far as just me as being a frontman. I think I've really evolved with engaging with the crowd, not
You do a
necessarily
great
just
job.
moving. But getting them to sing along to our songs, to dance, to clap, get rowdy, that kind of thing. I think I've evolved a lot in that sense.
And to me, because I first saw you guys at the other barbecue festival.
Yeah, it was at
Phil.
St. Joe.
St. Joe,
Yeah, it was last spring,
Yeah.
summer, May, I think.
And that was one of the first things I noticed was how much you try to engage the crowd, get people to come in. And to me, that gets people to become fans. And so I think you guys do a great job of that.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome.
I think another thing that that's evolved in is we've all just become more comfortable with each other. We've all become more comfortable in front of a crowd. So it's less nerves and just more of us having fun, which always makes for a better show.
Obviously we practice for these shows, we have things that we go over for these shows, what we want to do. Sometimes we'll just wing it. Not just wing it, but
loosely.
loosely,
loose
you know what I
schedule.
mean? I'll look at Tim. One of the things was this Friday, Tim dropped the stick on his last hit.
Yes.
On Max Bar, and I picked it up and I hit the crash immediately at the same time as he did for the last big.
Yeah, I noticed that. I was like, wow.
Yeah. So
You can't plan that.
yeah, dude, and that's the thing. Is we've just kind of with playing shows, we kind of just go with the flow. That's one of the things that I do. When I get up there, I'm kind of I feel like I'm in a whole different world. I don't know about you guys, but
it's all fun. When the stick dropping thing, you don't get mad, you just laugh, and it's fun.
it's
And
a
now look,
great
we're still
time.
laughing at it. Or when I hit a terribly wrong note, which happens often enough, I still laugh. If you've ever seen me randomly smiling at nothing for no reason, look facing forward, it's probably because I messed up. But yeah,
I mean, I think that just makes it all more genuine
Yeah.
because the stick dropping, you can't plan that. That's just something that happens.
Nah.
And if you did plan it, it wouldn't look.
well, it's the way you
Right.
play it off. You know what I
Right.
mean?
You literally just picked up and then I forget what else you did. You just walked off stage and just
Yeah, that's
just
right.
left.
Forgot about that.
was
We were
like,
all
oh,
right, guys,
he's
have a good
gone.
night.
just
Darn.
unplugged and left. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Caleb left the building. I was trying to get a encore, and he said, nah.
Well, we were an opening band. So.
Mixed signals.
Yeah, I was the one. Braulio was next to me. He was chanting with me.
Shout out to my guy Braulio. Love you, bro.
Yeah. So on this podcast, we normally talk about. You guys are running a business or multiple, as you've said. It takes 4 to run a band.
Yeah, it's anywhere from 3 to 5.
So what are those, if you don't mind?
So some of them, obviously, you have we do a lot of merch sales, which we forgot this weekend about. But that's okay. So if you ever want a t-shirt, a hat, stickers, everything like that, we've got that. But that's running a different business outside of just music because, we've got merchandise that we can physically give to somebody rather than just give them something that we play, that they hear. Another thing is marketing is another big thing that comes into play in the music world. So you've got all your social media, all that kind of thing. You got to care about your brand, the way you look, how you're engaging on your fans through different outlets, not just one, but more than one. So yeah, you guys got any other? I mean, I don't want to be dealing with talking.
And then there's like the business stuff, like the LLC stuff you have to do,
Yeah.
and taxes. I'm not looking forward to doing that.
Yeah, that stuff sucks.
But and so there's a lot of stuff that you don't see, but a lot of emailing, definitely a lot of
Yeah,
emails.
booking. Being in contact with different venues, different promoters, and also different bands.
Yeah. So how does that process work?
So it kind of just depends. There are a couple of different, places. We primarily play in Michigan. We've played in other states before too. But primarily Michigan, they've got a couple of different, what are they called? They're like, so we have there's this thing here that was great, ran by Nate Duro. It was Fusion Shows, and they're basically like a booking agency, I guess you could say. So they handle a lot of the venues in Michigan, and they also take care of they have marketing people and people who make the posters, create tickets for the event, that kind of thing. But it's also like audio troupe events, all that kind of thing. So I mean, if you're wanting to put together one of your own shows, then what we often do is ask a couple of bands to play with us, and then we'll hit up one of those promoters and we'll get that kind of show kind of rolling. But there's also at Shakespeare's Pub in Kalamazoo, we're a local on that list over there. So sometimes they'll have band comes in and just a promoter from the show say the show it needs another slot filled, and hey, can you guys play this show? Can you fill in this spot? So most of the time we try to say yes because I like playing shows.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a game.
Oh yeah. You've kind of talked to us about it, and it's it's running a business. It's very intriguing, and
Yeah.
the things you have to do, the people you have to get in front of, the shows you do, in what order, and all this. It's like you said, a game.
Yeah, dude. I mean, there's a lot of connections, and there's still a lot that I think all three of us have to learn in the game because we've only been doing this for just a couple of years. There's things I know I need to get better at. There's things that I think we can do well. But it just comes with time. It's just like practicing your instrument or practicing anything. The more you do it, the better you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So, going off of that, what would be your guys' favorite venue to play that you played so far?
I think those are all different too.
Send it on down the line again.
So my favorite, we always have a good time at Bell's Brewery, the Central Cafe, the back room. Just the sound equipment there is just out of this world. All the staff there that they take care of us. Really great hospitality. It's always been a good time. There's a lot of space back there, and it's fun. We always have good shows there. Trying to play there more.
Bells for me too. A lot of the same stuff. Good. They make us sound good. We like going there. We like the atmosphere.
Yeah, I like Bells too, but I think my favorite show I've ever played was at the Pyramid Scheme in Grand Rapids. We opened for Leland Blue, and that was an awesome show.
Yeah, so that show. Was
it was
cool.
sold out. It was real full. It was fun. It was a great time. I didn't want I don't know. There's just so many people there, and it was awesome. All four bands killed it. It was a great lineup of everyone. We all fit together really good, and it was an awesome night.
One of my favorite things is it's like going to shows and seeing people that you know, but also seeing people that you don't know. And then when you go to play your set, they're singing to your songs. People that you have never ever seen before. It's people that
I was
you haven't,
just about to ask you something about that. When did you see, or I guess, that feeling? When did you start seeing people that, okay, yeah, that's my friend, I've asked them to come out, and then you start seeing people that are randomly there, and like you said.
Yeah, dude. I mean, a lot of it is, my favorite thing is I love supporting other bands, because it's, we can go into these places, and just the more support shows that you play, the more you get your name out there. And it's we may have not seen these people before, but they may have seen us before, or they may have heard us before. So it's either an avenue of listening to our music, streaming it online, or seeing us at a show that they didn't introduce themselves, or we didn't introduce ourselves to them. But it's the best feeling in the world to, we write songs. These are pieces of art, and it's the fact that we can go out and people like they care about us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like they take interest in what we're doing. And that means a lot to me.
It's also one thing when it's like your friends or like your family that are coming out and they're singing your songs, but to see someone like a complete stranger who likes your music enough to know it, like singing it, that's like it's a surreal experience.
I can't tell you how many times we've been at shows and just complete random people come up and they're like, "Bro, oh my gosh, it's so crazy!" You know what I mean? They just go off. A lot of them have had a lot to drink, so sometimes it's like funny. But I love that. Like, it's great when people come up and talk to us about what we're doing. It's just like it's satisfying. It makes us feel like we're loved and that kind of thing because people care about what we're doing.
And even if a lot of times when we're on stage, at least for me, like if I get to focusing on things that went wrong in the set. So a lot of times I can get in my head and be like, oh, well, this wasn't the best set because of all these things that I did wrong.
Right.
And then to have someone come up and be like, dude, you guys are sweet. You guys killed it. That just makes it all
It's like reassuring.
go away.
You're going to be your biggest critics. So you're obviously going to notice when you miss a note or you drop a stick.
Drop a stick, right?
But other people are just like, wow, you guys put on a great performance.
Yeah.
So.
Even if they're not singing, even if they're just moving or like dancing, or even if they're just like moving their head a little bit, even that is exciting because they're kind of all doing it together because the beat, they have to do it to the beat. So even like just them moving in any amount of ways shows that they're into it a little bit, and it even encourages me, and I get more into it, and I get more into it. We all interact with each other more, and we get each other more into it. Blah blah blah. So yeah.
Another cool thing is like when I call out to the crowd, like sing this part out, or like clap your hands, and like they're not just singing, but they're shouting it at the top of their lungs. Like you were there Friday, like they were getting rowdy, dude. You know what I mean? It's like when you're like sing this out, and the fact that people can chant your songs.
That was probably the most live show I've seen you guys at.
It's just like it's just so unreal to me. Like it's a dream come true.
And lately, it feels like it's just snowballing with that energy. Every show that we play, just more and more people are getting into it, like in that aspect. Like I'm like coming off the stage the past 4 or 5 shows. It's like, man, that energy was crazier than last time. That was like the best show we played so far.
Well, that's one thing that we always, we talk before every show, and it's like, all right, guys, like, let's make sure our energy's up. You know what I mean? Let's move, let's dance, let's go out there and just like be us, have some fun. You know what I mean? And it's like, I think, like Tim was saying, the past 4 or 5 shows, it's like a snowball effect. It's like he's saying.
It's great to see, great to hear.
Yeah, it's been kind of crazy because we've been going to your show since last year.
Yeah.
But it's exactly like you guys said. Like every show, I think there's more people there. More people are into it. They're not just there for like the next show,
Right,
or whatever.
right.
They're there for you guys.
There's been a couple times I've seen the crowd leave after you guys go on. You're not the main act.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate, but like it shows
Yeah.
how much you guys pull.
Yeah.
And that's also part of the business aspect of it too. Is we have to find ways to keep our shows enticing. Keep the same 5-6 songs. How can we do this better? How can we transition better? How can we make this part bigger, or make it more dynamic or whatever? So we keep people coming to our shows. That's all kind of going back to one of your earlier questions. That's another part of that business aspect that people may not think of.
Awesome. So, new song just dropped. You guys got another song in the chamber?
So we have one coming out. Like the early summer / late spring, and it's one that you guys have heard before, but it's different, and it's like a good kind of different. And it's a summer song, so we're really excited about it. To see where it takes us, and you should be too.
Sweet. You guys going on any tours?
Yeah, when's your next show?
Next show. So we have this thing that we do. Do you want to talk, bro?
What thing do we do? I don't know where you're going.
Well, we have this thing that we do called So Far.
Oh,
Yeah. So these shows are they're very cool because it's like they're called strip sets. So Tim will take a drum pad or like a smaller drum set, and I'll take like an acoustic guitar, and Andrew will take he'll just be kind of quiet. Let's be real. But those shows are really fun because it's like my favorite part about that shows is so far people get people to come to these shows and the people aren't expecting to hear anybody. Like they don't know who they're coming in to see.
From my understanding, it's people that like music. It's a completely secret show.
Yeah.
Until like an hour, and when you know where you're going,
Yeah,
and then
right.
you just listen to the music for the love of it, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And they're small and they're intimate, so you'll be playing. There'll be someone crisscross right, literally 2 feet in front of you, and so it's kind of like they're looking. I don't know. It's kind of scary sometimes, but it's pretty chill and it's pretty open, and they're not judgy. They're just there to listen. You're supposed to not talk and just listen and enjoy it. So it's all about like finding new music, and yeah, it's really small, intimate, and acoustic, and it's just awesome.
I like it a lot because it's different than a normal show that we would go and play.
Right.
A lot of the times, we're taking our electric guitars and we're almost falling off the stage. I'm super sweaty, all that kind of thing. But these other
Caleb
shows
gets very sweaty.
Yeah. Sorry, guys.
Yo, I
Don't
would,
hug
I
me
would
after
kill
shows.
to get a acoustic album from you guys.
An acoustic album. Ooh. I don't even think we've
You
ever
guys
thought
have
of.
killer songs that I think would be awesome acoustic.
Thank
We've
you.
done acoustic renditions of all of them before, per se, but we could maybe one day something. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah.
Soon. Maybe.
Thanks for the recommendation.
No, thank you guys for the great music. We gotta wrap it up because apparently our thing is only 30 minutes long that we record on our video camera. So we got a couple minutes. We always end the show with 2 songs.
2 of the same questions. Everybody answers them. The first one is, so for you guys, if somebody wants to start a band or do some things in the music industry, what is some advice you would give them? And the second one is, what was your biggest setback or failure that actually propelled you to greater success?
On the first one, go for it. Don't you do you, I guess. Find the music that you love and make it. And don't listen to anyone who tells you otherwise. I think one of the biggest things that set me back was just fear of not pleasing everybody, and you kind of got to know that you're not going to please everybody. Just make music that's authentic, and even if it's not someone's cup of tea, hopefully they still respect you for making music.
Yeah, for me, I would say, like kind of Tim says, just go for it. You're not always going to be comfortable, but the fact that you step out and take that jump of faith is that's like the start, and like once you just keep doing that, like just have fun. You know what I mean? Like do what you want to do. Don't like he's saying, don't let anybody tell you. I've had people tell me like, "Oh, you're never gonna make it." It's like, and that for me is hard because it's like it's my dream, and just like these guys, and the fact that somebody has said like, "Hey, you should stop. You should like go get a job. You should like, not do music because you aren't any good at it." But something that I've done with that, like I would say that is like something that I've tried to learn from is just that kind of makes me just want to go harder, push harder.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Prove them wrong.
Right.
That's I think that's a lot of people's motive. It's kind of the chip on the shoulder when people tell them you suck or you can't do it, and a lot of good things come from that.
Right.
Yeah, practice your stuff. I can tell over the last 2 years, us 4, Brandon 2, have gotten way better at our instruments. There's a lot of times where I was discouraged because I feel like I wasn't getting better, and I just like didn't feel like playing guitar for a while. I just like I don't want to play today, so I didn't. And then eventually, again, I'm getting back into it and finding new stuff to learn and getting re-inspired, going to shows, playing shows. So just practice your thing. You'll get better. You will.
All right. Well, thank you guys for coming by, checking out our new shop, and sharing your
thanks for
story
having
with us.
It is sweet in here.
Yeah. So
We are honored.
Yeah, you guys
First one.
got to check them out. All streaming platforms, Modern Adventures.
Also, check us out on our social medias. Facebook and Instagram are our two hot ones. We're trying to post on there consistently. You can also find out about our shows through there and just kind of stay up to date with what we're doing.
Also, check out our new song "Under the Weather"
Yep.
that just came out on last Friday.
Sweet. Everybody,
Peace.
take it easy.
take these.